Good afternoon, good afternoon, and welcome to the best of the 757 Community Talk Show. You know what time it is. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. This is a special edition because normally we don't do Fridays because of the holiday and everything is juggled around. I had the opportunity to get a very, very special guest and an exciting one from the R&B groups, Ray Goodman and Brown. That's right, Ray Goodman and Brown. I got one of the original singers. He's coming on in just a few seconds. But just in case you never heard of Ray Goodman and Brown, for those that may not know, let me play just one or two of their songs before I get them on it. That's that's just one of their songs, but maybe you remember this one. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you know I got the original from Ray Goodman and Brown, the one and only Billy Brown. Billy Brown, how you doing? Merry Christmas. How are you doing?
Well, thank you so much. I'm doing well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm doing great, no doubt about it, because
That's wonderful.
you're here. I mean, when you get an opportunity to interview a legend,
Oh boy.
there ain't nothing but excitement right there.
Oh boy. Okay.
I grew up listening to your music, and then I grew up to become a DJ to play your music.
Oh, that's a wonderful thing.
Oh yes, man. I'm just telling you, it's exciting. See, when you get to meet your legends, people that you idolize, that's important.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
because your group did so much in the R&B industry to, that's how maybe most of the people, mothers and dad met.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know.
A lot of them, yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. So before I get too carried away, because when when you're a star like you are, I know celebrities just go on and on and on. But I want you to tell people, a little bit about yourself and how the group got started. Wherever you want to jump in and do your thing, just go ahead and let it flow.
Okay. All right. Well, about me, I'm just an old country boy from Georgia.
Okay.
Georgia. My parents migrated to New Jersey when I was a youngster.
Okay.
And I lived the majority of my life in New Jersey, and then a little over 7 years ago, my wife and we moved down here to North Carolina.
Mm.
So that's where I make my home at present. And hopefully I won't have to make another move. And this is North Carolina is really nice. It's been good to me. People are nice and all, and it's a lot more than what I had anticipated. But hey, that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And as far as the group is concerned, well, we started back in 1968.
Wow.
In Englewood, New Jersey. Joe and Sylvia Robinson. Sylvia was, everybody should know. I guess they should know, but she was a pillow talk, the record pillow talk.
Yeah,
that was one of her claims to fame. But before that, she was with a lot of your listeners might not know, but Mickey and Sylvia back in the 50s.
Okay.
The 50s, late 50s, and they had a big record called "Love Is Strange,"
Okay.
Which was covered by the Beatles. And that's really how it all started. What happened with us, how we got with them was that, well, they had a group called The Moments at the studio, but Not on the Outside was a song that Sylvia had really, her and Larry Roberts had wrote for me, because they didn't like the group that I was with, because we came up to audition. They didn't like the group, but they liked me as a artist. They liked my voice and everything. And so we never really got to go back up to record that song. So in the interim, they got some guys from DC area, and they recorded it, Not on the Outside, which was the only moments hit that they had recorded, that they recorded. And as fate would have it, there's something went wrong. They, with their communications and the things that they wanted to do, and Joe and Sylvia put them to the side. Well, actually, they fired the guys, and I was working for Ford Motor Company at that time, and they came to Asbury Park, where I was living at Asbury Park, New Jersey, where I was living at that time. And then they came down looking for me. They said, well, I'm going to sit there. From what I understand, they said that Sylvia told them, said, well, I wrote the song for this guy, Billy Brown. He says, go down there and get him. Go down there. She used to call me that juicy lip guy.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right, hey, and so they came down to Asbury Park, and she sent Larry Roberts down there, who was a co-writer on Not on the Outside, and they came down to Asbury Park, and they went to this club that I used to frequent, a club called Big Bill's.
Okay.
And I happened to get off work early that particular night, and I walked in, and the bartender there, Richard Hatchett, he was a good friend of mine. He says, Billy, this guy came in here and left his card. He said he wanted to, he said if you come here, stay here, because he wanted to talk to you. And I looked at that. He gave me the card. I looked at it. I said, oh, that's Larry. I said, Larry Roberts. I said, he probably got some songs that he want me to do, So instead of me standing there waiting for him, I went to one of my friends and I. We went to another club, and it was about 7 miles away, in a little place called Long Branch, New Jersey, and we, hung out there for about an hour or so, and then went back. And so when I went back to Big Bill's, he said, "Man, he just left, Billy." He said he told me to tell you that he's going by your sister's house, and he said he'll be right back. I said, okay. So when he got back, I was on the dance floor with my then girlfriend.
Okay.
And we were dancing and everything. So he came up to the stage. He said, Billy, come here. And so I told him to wait a minute till I finished dancing. So anyway, he said, Joe and Sylvia sent me down to get you, because I said, get me. He said, yeah. He said, they want you to be the new lead singer for The Moments.
Oh.
I said, oh, okay. All right. And I didn't really think he was serious, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
He says, look, what I'm going to do, he said, I'm going to stay down here tonight. He said, I'm going to pick you up. I know your sister live, and I know, y'all share a house over there. He says, I'm going to, what I'm going to do, he says, I'm going to stay down here tonight, pick you up in the morning, and, we'll go back up to Inglewood. I said, okay. Well, anyway, he got to the house. I was still in the bed sleeping, and my sister woke me up and said, Billy, Larry's downstairs. Wait, I said, oh, he's serious. That's when it dawned on me. I said, oh, he's serious. So I went in, jumped up, took a shower real quick, and got myself together, and we went on up to Inglewood. And as it would happen, Al Goodman was already at the studio, because he was doing things. He was doing a lot of stuff around the studio. He was, as a matter of fact, he was doing recording with Sylvia. He was doing the Mickey part of Mickey and Sylvia, and they put Al and I together along with one of the guys that was with the Moments, John Morgan, and they put the three of us together, and you know, we were rehearsing and everything, trying to get everything there. So Joe said, "Hey man, y'all got to get this together because y'all got a show this Saturday. This was on a Wednesday." He said, y'all got to get it together because y'all got a show this Saturday in Baltimore at the Civic Center." So, oh boy. So we rehearsed, got everything together, and that Saturday we got there. Not on the outside. That Friday had went to number 1 in Baltimore.
Wow.
And man, the place was packed, 10,000 people.
Whoa.
You know, I had worked for crowds before, but I had never worked for a crowd like that. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when they the DJ at that time, his name was Hot Rod.
Okay.
And I had, you know, when we walked out on stage, I'm telling you, when they said the Moments, and we walked out there, I mean, the crowd, they screamed so loud.
Okay.
That you know, my knees actually buckled.
Wow.
You know, walking out there, I said, "Oh my goodness."
Uh-huh.
You know, so we went out there and did our thing, and you know, and then from there, you know, we did New York Sunday and Somebody Loves You. Oh boy, just all those songs, those early moment songs, you know. And then we stayed with All Platinum for we were there for 10 years.
Wow.
And then when we felt as though, you know, we couldn't go any further with them, and there was a lot of contractual obligations that they couldn't fulfill.
Uh-huh.
And we parted ways, you know. But they had the trademark on the name The Moments.
Uh-huh.
So what we had to do, we had to change our name. So we said, now what we gonna call ourselves? That was the thing. We said, what we gonna call it? So this friend of ours, Lonnie Youngblood, he told us, he said, "Hey man, when y'all on stage, they call y'all by y'all's name. You know, Billy, hey Billy, hey Al, hey Harry," and they be yelling y'all's name out there.
Right.
So we said, what we gonna call the group? Billy, Al, and Harry, or Harry, Al, and Billy? And he's, you know, so he said, "No man, use your last name." So we said, okay. So we tossed it around a little bit. Ray Goodman, Ray Brown and Goodman, Goodman, Brown and Ray, and all that. And so we said, boy, oh boy, you know. And then it came Ray, Goodman, and Brown. That seemed to flow. So we said, okay, there you go. Well, that's what we'll call it, Ray, Goodman, and Brown. Uh-huh. And hey, it is what it is.
Hey.
It's like, I guess you can say it's history.
Yeah. I mean, it's exciting because, like I said, I've been a DJ over 50 years and playing. You know, like I keep telling people, I'm the only DJ probably in the history of any nightclub or stage. I play slow music maybe 4 times for over an hour.
Wow.
In a nightclub setting, 700-800 people. And, you know, the owner's like, "Well, what are you doing? You're going to call us, you know, because it's too crowded in here. You know, ain't nobody." And the flow is packed.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And especially when you throw on a Ray Goodman and Brown, "You must be a special lady." You know, and when you got the right music, people do not leave the dance floor. I don't care if it's fast or slow.
That's the truth.
You know, and people are today, people are just looking for love. They don't have that touch. We're not touching each other no more.
No.
And that's the reason why I play slow music and stuff. And even, you know, before I stopped really DJing regularly, but I would play 40 minutes of slow music every night. And the people be like on the floor for 40 minutes slow dancing. I mean, They ain't moving the floor. They not coming off the floor and other people coming on. That they just there. Right. So when you got the right, music, the right artist playing, and music is a frequency. So when you touch it, when you tap into that frequency of love, that energy, it just connects. People connect.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, they do.
And that's why, to me, I was so appreciative of Boo Hughes to say, "Hey, I can get this artist Ray Goodman and Brown on." What?
Yeah.
Because you don't get a chance to speak to your idols. People that, I mean, the legends that made the music, that went through the hard times. And the reason why it makes it so important to me, because I work in the area trying to stop gun violence and bullying amongst young people. These are the things they need to hear, because we are talking every day on the news like a religion. We are talking the same thing. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I was saying every day, like clockwork on the news. Oh, they talk about the same thing, doing the same thing every year.
Right.
And gun violence amongst our young ain't decreasing, it's increasing.
It's increasing, yes it is.
And I'm trying to figure out, when I talk to people or something about using, celebrities, they look at me like, the only thing you trying to do is make money. Do you say that to the Undertaker?
No, right, exactly.
Do you say that to the prisoner, to the prison?
Right. Yeah.
You're trying to give these young people a vision that they don't understand.
Right.
They need to listen and hear people like you, the artists, the celebrities that's already made it and still out there, that they could say, I had an opportunity to. My mother used to talk about you, because that's what I get as a DJ. I could be out in the street, or I go into a club sometime. People like, wait a minute. Did they say your name was CAPTAIN85?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, yes, sir. They say, man, you're not gonna believe this. I was sitting at the kitchen table a couple of days ago with my grandmother, and she mentioned your name.
Wow.
I cannot wait to get back and home and tell her I've met you. I mean, it was like a big thing. And I don't look at myself as a celebrity. I'm a spiritual and religious person. I am only trying to do what the will of God.
God, right.
Because
Absolutely.
God give us the talents.
Yes,
but when we use those talents to get to a certain level, we are supposed to reach back.
Right. Absolutely.
And they are not allowing people like you and other celebrities that might be semi-retired or still performing, that can come and talk to these kids.
Right. Absolutely.
And then go and tell their parents, that song you was playing, that guy was at my school.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
It gives them something to look forward to.
Absolutely. That surely does. It surely does. And that's one thing I have to attest to, that I think that our success and our longevity is because we took time. I don't care who it was or whatever, or how we might have felt, how tired we were or whatever. We always took time to say hello, to stop and say hello or shake somebody's hand.
Thank you.
That came up to you and wanted to meet, and want someone that wanted to meet you.
Right.
We always took time. And always were never too tired to say, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And, they tell you love your music and thank you so very much, and, come back and see us again, And I think that we were very personable. And I think that really helped our longevity in this music business, You know,
Okay.
oh, they're nice guys. You know, they're nice people. Hey, you know, they're stars, but they took time with us. You know, they treated us just like we would want to be treated.
Hello.
Treated us, people are friends. You know.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do, and that's what God wants you to do.
Thank you. Thank
that's
you.
what God wants you to do.
Yeah.
Treat each other like you would want to be treated. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Thank you.
You know, and that's the way. That's it. And see, my dad, I was raised in church too. My dad was a minister.
Okay.
So I know about it. I know God.
Yeah.
I know God, and I know what He can do in your life if you allow Him to. If you listen to Him and follow Him, I'm telling you, young men and women, if you're listening, I'm telling you, get yourself in a good Bible-based church.
Right.
I'm telling you, and read the Bible, read the scriptures, understand the scriptures. It'll tell you all about life and what you need to know.
Yeah.
In life, how to go forward.
Yeah.
In your life, and do it in a good, upstanding way. I'm telling you.
Yeah. These are the things that our young people need to hear, and it sits to me like I've been battling, doing this stuff for years, just as long as as long as I've been a DJ, I've been working in the community for years, and I know that by having celebrities and doing things at the clubs that I had, and they come in, they get so excited and stuff. Like I keep telling people can talk, but I got receipts. I got 30 or 40 years of receipts, videos when nobody else was videoing. And so that people can understand this is not a as I'm talking to people, they feel like it's like you trying to grab a bag or something. Brother, I'm trying to keep somebody from taking somebody's life.
Right. Absolutely.
What are you talking about? The news media, I mean, it's I ain't gonna get into that because I'll be on the phone till next year. And it's only about 3 weeks, about a week away. But it's the point of bringing people like you so that this can go out over the airwaves. This can go all over the internet and stuff. And like Boo, he's watching now. And want to send a mad shout out to Jackie. She used to work for me back at the club Main Event on Colley Avenue. And she's watching. And like I said, these are the people that worked in the nightclubs 7 nights a week, not one night or 2 nights, religiously.
Right, exactly.
So they know that have to be away from their kids at night and all this stuff and sacrificing so that people can enjoy and have a good entertainment, good service.
Right.
We forget, to me, they forget that the people that really did a lot of sacrifices are the people that manage and run the clubs.
Oh, right. Absolutely.
And that's what I'm trying to put together now for my 50-year reunion party, to salute those people that never got no recognition, the waitress, the bartender, the security guards. I mean, as a DJ, entertainers, we get all that. But I'm trying to put something together so that they can get to understand, you get recognized. Because most of the clubs I ran, these people worked there for years. One club I ran and managed and owned was Picasso's. They worked there for 15 years. And I never had an employee that didn't come to work.
Right. Yeah. See?
And that was 6 nights a week.
Yeah.
So
that's wonderful.
Yeah. And just to have you on the line so you can, explain to the people with your background and your upcoming. And I mean, you got a lot of music out there, I'm just going to play 1 or 2 on right quick. So if you feel like you want to hear something, you could, like, I know this is right here. I played it when I was coming on. You special lady. How did you come up with that Pacific Special Lady?
That special lady. Well, you know what? We had finished. That was the first Ray Goodman and Brown album.
Okay.
And we needed. They came to us and said, "We need one more song. Do you have one more song? We need one more song for this." And actually, "Special Lady" was a Christmas song.
Oh, okay.
And we, changed the lyrics and everything, and put it out. See, but that's not the song that we wanted to go with.
Oh, okay.
We wanted to go with "Inside of You."
Okay.
And so our promotion person at that time, she worked for Polydor Records.
Okay.
She's the one that said, "Oh, Special Lady."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she gave them "Special Lady." And they released it. We were wondering, why did they do that? Everybody that heard "Inside of You" loved the song, so they wanted to keep that in the album to help sell the album.
Right.
"Special Lady," they didn't expect it to do what it did.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when they dropped that song, man, it was like, my goodness, the dog thing took off like a rocket.
Yeah, because as soon as I heard it, I was at the record store the next day. I was at the record. I was like, excuse the expression, I'm like a junkie when it comes to music. If I hear something, I got to have it. You know, I'm spending the kids' money, the food money, the rent money. I got to get them. I used to spend like $100 or $200 a week going to the record store. I had to take a loan out from the guy that owned the club. I used to go here, my boy, like, can I get $300? He said, what? Hey, I don't lend no money. He said, what you gonna do with $300? I said, I'm gonna buy some records for the club. He said, well, since you're gonna buy some, because he knew I like music, and the club is packed. He said, well, since you're gonna do that, I'm gonna lend you $300, and you just pay me $25 or $50 a week until it's paid back. As soon as I pay that back, I'm right back for another $3. Yeah, and that one you just mentioned. Listen right here. The Inside of You.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just want to play a little snippet because all your music is in iTunes, all music platforms for those that want to buy and download. This music is available right now. So don't have to wait till next year. And it's a good Christmas gift. You can buy a gift card to iTunes or any of your music platforms and let the people know to buy. When you give a gift card, make sure you tell the people, look, buy a couple of these songs right here. It's okay it's a gift card, but support the artists that need to be supported.
Right.
Don't just give a gift card and say, oh, I got you a gift card to get your favorite music, but I'm giving you a gift card to support our artists.
Right. Yeah. And just to let everyone know,
Uh-huh.
I'm in the studio. I'm in the studio right now recording a new single CD album.
Okay.
Yeah. I should be finished recording by the end of January.
Okay.
And look for a release sometime early March.
March. Okay.
March. Yeah.
Yes, I definitely will be looking.
And it's a dedication album.
Oh.
To my partners, Al Goodman and Harry Ray.
Okay.
Who have gone on to see our Lord.
Yeah. I think when y'all came to Lehman University.
Right, Lehman College.
Yeah, Lehman College, and my brother had produced that show.
Right.
We call him Superstar. He put that show on, and I did get I was in the audience. I didn't, I'm not, I don't like to bother people because I know they're working, and I think I filmed a few clips of it. Is that the same show? I'm trying to figure out. Is that the same show that Millie Jackson was on?
What's he,
I think
I
y'all
don't.
opened up for Millie.
Miller, yeah. It might have been right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. That was leaving my
yeah,
college, and
yeah,
that
yeah.
was about 2007.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you know,
That's when yeah, right.
yeah,
Exactly.
it
Exactly.
was a nice crowd there. It was a nice
Uh-huh.
crowd,
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
like I keep telling people, it's an honor and pleasure to be able to sit down and speak to legends. It's an honor and pleasure to speak to those people that pave way for all the people that's out there performing today.
Right. Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
if y'all didn't do what you do, there may not been a Jay-Z.
Right.
There may not
Yeah.
been all these Keith Sweat,
Right.
and
Yeah.
because y'all was there, y'all started the
Right.
ball rolling.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, we just we love good music, and we like to sing about love, because love is something that we all need.
Hello,
One thing about it, love will never die.
hello. That's
It
what
will never die.
that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm saying, because that's what our young people need to hear. They need to
Right.
know you don't have to be angry and upset.
Right.
Love
Absolutely.
God, love conquers all. That's why God sent
Right.
His only begotten
Absolutely.
Son.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love conquers all.
Yeah.
Did it. You said it. You said it. Believe me. And I'd like for our young people out there, I'd just like for them to, you know, feel a little bit more restraint. You know, don't always jump to you know, to fight one another. You know,
Yeah.
we're in this world together. We have to share things together. It's share things.
Yeah.
We don't have to fight. We can talk things over. I know when I was a kid, we didn't do all that fighting and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
We did fight, but when we did fight, we fought with our fists. They're not doing that today. You know, you fight today, they're coming back with something that'll bark right here and bite you about a 2 blocks down the street.
Yeah.
They gonna, and that's not a way to handle things, because not only are you your adversary, so to speak, you're not hurting your adversary. You're not only hurting your adversary, you are hurting yourself as well, because you get caught. You're going away for a long, long time, 25 to 40 years in prison.
Hey.
Not if it's not, it could be a life sentence for you.
Yeah.
Depending on whether that person lives or dies. And you ruin your own life, you ruin your parents' life, and you ruin that person that you wanted to kill or maim. You ruined his life and his family's life, and if he's got children, the children's life, everybody. So before think, look before you leap, think before you act.
Yeah.
Think before you act. Because it's a thing where you just have to have some discernment about things.
Yeah.
You just don't act upon it. You got to think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
And that's how I used to train my security in the club. Like I tell them, you do not talk to a black man in front of a crowd.
Right,
if you challenge him in front of a crowd,
right,
you're gonna lose the battle.
Right, exactly.
You have to look him in the eye, get close up on him, like, yo, I can't hear what, it's too crowded in here. It's too much noise, man. Let's step out here over here and talk.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you separate him, because as being a black man, I study myself. As I study myself, I can kind of realize what most men are going through. See, you can't challenge a black man in front of a crowd. He would rather lose the battle.
Right.
Yeah. He would rather, no, I say it like this. He would rather lose the war than to lose the battle. Because if you can get him out of the crowd so he can think, he has to think. He's not thinking. What he's thinking about, everybody looking at him.
Yeah, right.
Everybody say you a chump. In his mind, he hearing the word chump. You scared. You ain't gonna do nothing. If I was you, I'll punch him in the face. But you got to pull him away so he can only look you in the eye,
right,
and talk and hear your voice.
That's right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So That's like I said, it's a great honor to have Billy Brown up here, the original leader of the group, Ray Goodman and Brown, and now he's working on a solo project. And I'm just letting people know. Boo just typed in Ray Goodman and Brown is the awesome group back in the day. Was with the Moments, Love on a Two-Way Street. Oh man, I got that too. I'm gonna have to hit that before you go off. I just gotta let them know, that Love on the Two-Way Street. That Love on the Two-Way Street got a lot of brothers in problems. But
I'm telling you, and that song was recorded before me. Before they brought, it was a young lady named Leslie Valentine recorded it, and the record didn't do anything. And so when I got up to Inglewood, New Jersey, we were listening to songs, and I told Joe Robinson, I said, man, he played that song. I said, man, I like that song. He said, Billy, you like that old syrupy thing? I said, yeah. And what he did, he was standing behind his desk, and I was standing like in front of him. He took that 45 and flipped it to me, like how you throw a frisbee. He said, here, and flipped it to me like that. I caught it. And he says, man, since you like it so much, go in the studio and record it.
Oh, wow.
I said, okay. So that afternoon, I went in the studio and recorded it, and we put it on the first Moments album. And we used to get mail. Bags of mail every week saying, "Why don't you release Love on a Two-Way Street as a single?"
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. And then finally we did when we debuted it on the show out of New York called Soul. And I'll never forget, Melba Moore was on that show with us that day. And so when they said, well, the Moment's gonna get ready, I said, this is our brand new single, Love on a Two-Way Street. And man, the next day, orders that came, we sang that song on that show. The next day, they had orders for over 100,000 copies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it went on to be one of the most played records of the year. Back in 1970. Yeah.
And I'll be playing it on my show today. So it. Yeah. That's yeah, man. I'm just. Oh yeah. Oh, so wait, let me turn this down. Then what?
With music playing, my lips were just singing. I love you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
I ain't telling you age, but bro, you still sound like this just came out. Man, your voice is tight, man.
Oh man, yeah.
When,
God's been good.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, man. I like I said, we have talked off, before we got, when I first met you. But man, your voice sounds just the record I just played. I'm just people. Y'all just need to go to the records, the iTunes, all your music platform, wherever you own and buy this record today. Because I'm gonna be playing it on my putting it in heavy rotation on my show. It's gonna be played every day, and let you know that I got some more things I'll be working on, for next year. So I keep telling people it's about helping one another.
Right?
Absolutely. If we work together with all these entrepreneurs on the internet, you got hundreds of thousands of Black entrepreneurs and Latin and black and brown people.
Right.
Now, if I took 10 groups that I'm in, that's got over 100,000 members, ain't that a million people?
Yeah,
why can't each one of those persons spend $1?
Right, exactly.
See, what they don't understand is it's not one person spending $100.
Right.
It's 100 people spending $1.
Right, exactly.
You have to build the foundation.
Yeah.
And we can keep our legends and our recording artists. We can keep them working. We can keep them with, what they already been paid for, the sweat and tears. Now they can reach some of that benefit.
Right.
That's my mission for next year.
Exactly.
And I keep trying to tell you, God don't make no mistakes.
No, he don't.
When God tell you to do something, you just do it.
Right. Absolutely.
And he
follow his lead.
There you go. I don't worry about like I keep telling people, you can slow it down. You can't stop me.
You can't stop.
When God tell you to get something done, it's gonna get done.
It's gonna get done.
So you can talk. They can talk all. I keep telling me, you can talk all you want to, but at the end of the day, every time people try to stop me, God sent another angel.
Angel, right? Exactly.
And I've known Boo as long as my first wife, and he's a friend of my first wife family, and that's over 50 years.
Yeah.
And my spirit kept saying, like, bring Boo on the show, bring Boo on. I'm like, okay, I gotta get him come on. Then I tell you, hey, I can I can get you to some of the groups that want to come on.
Right.
Do it.
I've been on them for a long time.
Yeah. So what? Yeah. So when people don't understand it, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about the future generation. God allowed us to live this long. He didn't let us live this long for nothing.
Nothing, right? Absolutely.
And we keep listening to the same old scenario. And every day, when you got 5-year-old shooting kids, what's the problem? But y'all don't understand.
It's time for a change.
Right. The enemy is real. The Bible says the enemy will devour and destroy. When God got an army and you sitting on the sidelines eating pizza and drinking whatever your favorite beverage might be, that's fine and dandy. And kids dying going to the cemetery every day.
Yep.
That ain't making no sense to me. There's no logic in that.
Right. Absolutely. My father used to always say, so you go to the cemetery, you see as many short graves in the cemetery as you do long ones.
Thank you. But when you see kids dying before their parents, that is not supposed to be happening.
That's right. That is true.
That is not supposed to be happening. That's not God's plan.
No, it's not. I'm telling you. We need more people on the air, more like you.
Right.
I'm telling you that shows that people that you care. Show these young people that you care about them.
Right.
We don't want you to go down that old beaten path of the path of destruction. We're trying to build you up so that you can do things in life and have things in life and just be kind. How it is to be kind to one another.
Right.
That's exactly what we need.
Yeah. Well, that's
somebody to stand up for what is right. Stand up for the godly way.
Right.
Stand up for the godly way.
Yeah.
That's the only way that you're gonna be successful in this life. Stand up for the godly things, because all those things, all that fast money ain't no long money.
Thank you.
It ain't gonna last long. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You might get it fast. You might have a good time for a little while, but I'm telling you, pretty soon it's gonna bottom out.
Right.
It's gonna bottom out.
We got
do the right thing.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing is, you know, having you on the show, letting you speak your truth, and letting you and let the community, let the airwaves hear what you know what is the truth.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
and that's the key. That's the key point with me is I've been doing this for years. Like I keep telling people, I got receipts, I got pictures, I got videos, and people say, "Well, all you trying to do is make money." Partner, I spend more money doing what I do than you that the city spending than the city spent.
Right.
That's why I don't have none.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have because I know what money is for. I make it way for you, but he also makes a way for you to help others.
Others, right. There you go. There you go.
You know, I don't miss a meal, you know, but I done fed the hungry. I ain't missed nothing helping kids that needed school supplies. I ain't never missed raising canned goods for schools.
You're right. And for those that are homeless and
Thank you.
know, need things, the coats for kids and that kind of thing.
Yes. Yes.
Not only for kids, but for people in general.
Hello.
Everybody, you know, it's nothing. Everybody gets down on the luck. I don't care who you are.
Hello.
You get there's hard times, and hey, but we can help one another and bring us up out of that.
Thank you. Yeah.
My goodness, my Lord.
Because you never know what child that you help that'll come back later. And most of the kids I work with in Virginia Beach with my son, his school classmates, most of those kids went on to college. They got college degrees. My oldest son, he's a principal. Him and his wife in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
My other son just went in the military and just got married. He got married last year and he didn't tell us this year.
Wow.
You know, and he told, I think it was my birthday. He told us that I want you to know that I got married. I said, when you get married? He said, I got married last year. I just decided to tell you. And I love him and his wife. Just left. They was for a day and they left because he had to go back to take care of some business today. And I said, from this point on, and my other grandkids are in Florida.
Right.
And he's stationed in North Carolina. And I said, next year I'm going to start taking once a week to go see my grandkids. I'm not no spring chicken.
Right.
So,
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
So when it comes to, like, you know, I love all my kids. I got 15 grandkids.
Yeah.
You know, and all of them. I mean, the ones that are grown.
Yeah.
They doing excellent.
Yeah.
They work for leading corporations and stuff. And man, one of my sons, I don't know if you ever know the did you ever know the writer for the Cool in the Game?
For Cool in the Game?
Yeah, Taylor.
Oh yeah. Well, what's his name? I know him.
I can't think of his name, but that's my.
I know you're talking about.
Right.
He had when he left Cool in the Game, he opened a beauty salon in Hackensack, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know him. I know him well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like I keep telling people, I can't think of his first name to make sure that was the right one. He was from Jersey City. Taylor, I can't think of his No, that's the singer. There's another Taylor, the one that wrote for them. The one that wrote the music for him. He wrote for a lot of he wrote a lot of no one hits. I married his he passed away about almost 20 years ago. And I married his widow and her son. And her son name is Adam Taylor. And he for what you call it, the Fight the Power.
Fight the Power.
He wrote for them and stuff. and his son, he's like a genius. That guy,
Right.
he
Yeah.
he went to college for like maybe 2 years, and the buyer,
Right.
and he quit going because they wanted him to teach the class and they want to pay him.
Oh, wow.
And he said, "I'm not,"
Yeah.
and
Right. Yeah.
he left, and his IQ was high. My son, by his mother, he had out of my youngest one that just got married. I said when he was in the second grade, his IQ was he had the highest IQ in the state of Virginia.
Wow.
Out of 400 some students were tested, he had the highest IQ.
Wow.
So like I keep telling people, God don't make mistakes.
He don't make mistakes.
If
No,
if you show these kids love and protect them, they will grow up to do what God intended them to do.
Right. That's the truth. Now, I tell you about my one of my grandchildren. Juju is he's 15. He's 15 years old now. He was voted into the National Honor Society.
Oh,
and so he was. I mean, you talk about a bright kid. He's been a straight A student since he started school.
Right.
And then his older brother, he's got a football. His older brother just got a football scholarship. He's in college. He's in college right now. So these kids. My son. I got him at that's my youngest son's boys. I'm telling you, he's done a heck of a thing with them. And he's a great father. He's always got his children, with him. They always want to be around him.
Yeah.
That's when you've done something right.
Yeah. Yes.
As a parent, when your children want to be with you.
Yeah.
Be around you all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. As the Bible says, train them while they're young.
Right.
So when they get older, they won't go do wrong.
So that's right. Yeah. Train them in the way that they should go.
Yes. So like you tell me about, I read the Bible, but I don't read the Bible to quote it. If my spirit tell me what to say, when to say it. Right. And that's the way to me what it's supposed to be. And then if you speak to young people and stuff, they'll know that you're sincere.
Right. That's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah.
So I can tell you the way you talk. Like I said, you sounded like you're about 30, 35. I'm just saying, it's deep because I mean, like I said, when I fell on, kind of hard times, got disabled, and I had to do one or two things. I said, I'm gonna go back and get my GED and stuff. And one of the things is, to get help from social service, I had to volunteer, either work at the Goodwill, or my spirit told me to go work at the senior citizen place.
Right. Yeah.
And working in there, I'm always studying things. So it's like looking at the people there that was older than me, and people don't know why God invented music.
Right.
God invented music because that's the medicine
right.
that the body needs for the spirit to rejuvenate. And they used to say, hey, can you sing a gospel song for us? I'm kind of shy, I can sing while I'm working or something, but so. And I said, sure. They were like, every week, they were like, are you going to sing this Thursday? Please, please. I mean, you ain't got to beg, I'm okay. I can carry a tune because I used to sing in choir and stuff. Right. And like I tell people, when you see people, God put you in places so you can get a better understanding of what life is all about.
Right. Absolutely.
The beginning, the middle, and the end. It's only 3 levels. When you're born, when you start growing up, in the end, that you gradually grow older.
Right. When you grow old, yeah.
But what in the middle part is what you got to worry about. When a child is born, when he gets 12 or older, that's the middle.
Right.
And then when he gets to 21, that's the beginning of his journey. So we have to educate them and give them the knowledge so they can make the right choices. They're not making right choices.
Absolutely.
And that's why it's an honor to have you here. And you know, I like to, like I tell you, I don't like to do the talking. I don't like to. I want the artists, the people, my guests, to tell the story, because that's what it is. You know your story. I don't know your story,
right.
But now I do know your part of your story.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and we all have a common denominator, and that's believing in God.
Right. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
That is the bottom line. Knowing where you came from and knowing who watches over all of us.
Right.
See, you got to let them know that God loves us all, everybody. You know, we were made in His image.
Hello. That's all I got to do. But young people don't know if they're not being taught about Scripture.
Yeah. Scripture, right? Exactly.
You know, they look at themselves and they feel like don't nobody care about me. Don't nobody like me where I am or look.
Right. God loves you. That's why He made each one of us.
Yeah. So, but we got a few more minutes before we
look different.
Right. But we're all God's children.
But we're all God's children.
Right.
No matter you are God's creation.
Yes.
He made all of us, and He's given us all. He's given us all something in our life that we can do. We all have certain talent.
Right.
All a talent. All you have to do is find out what that talent is, what you might excel in.
Right. Yes.
So we're all, we're all God's children.
Yes.
Don't that. God made you to be something special.
Right.
You are special.
Yes.
You are special.
And that's why I tell people I was in a special class. People are like, why do you tell people that? I said, because it's the truth for one thing, but we all are special. That's why. Not just because I was in the class, but God made me special. So it's going to be the title of my book when I get ready to write it. I am special. Special I am. Because we are made in God's image. So, but we got just about a couple of minutes before I close out. When you're going to be releasing your new music, and when are you going to start performing? Are you going to be performing before your music come out or after your music come out?
Oh yeah, well I'm going. As a matter of fact, I just left from up in. I was in the Poconos up at the Kalahari Resorts. I was just up there with Jeffrey Osborne.
Oh wow!
Manhattan,
whoa!
Just a whole bunch of people. Tavares. We were all up there together.
Oh, okay.
And that was a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And I was just out in Texas. I got an honorary doctorate from a Bible college in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. And going out to California for a couple weeks, going there to work, and oh boy, the new music I should be finished. Like I said, I should be finished recording in January, the end of January, and have music should be released sometime in March. Early March to the middle of March should be a release on it.
Oh, okay.
It's yeah. So I'm just doing my thing and trying to do what I do.
Yeah.
What I've been doing for the past, I've been doing this now for 60 professionally.
Okay, man, it's an honor, and I just want to say thank you for allowing me to interview you on the Best of the 757 Community Talk Show, and hoping that I can get you to come back on anytime that you're available. And
absolutely, I surely will.
And you know, it's just so refreshing, you know, to be able to talk to a legend. And like I said, you know, playing your music for years and get an opportunity be able to interview you. That's what God does.
Yes, it does.
You
Yes,
know,
it does.
yeah, I never thought in a day I would get an opportunity to meet you, but I know.
Oh,
I know in my heart and in the music that I play that you was always there.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
But I want to say
Yeah.
thank you to Boo Hughes again
Oh, yeah.
for the opportunity and to bless me with this interview, and you know, out of your business schedule to do the same thing. And I'll be knocking at your door. I'm gonna be knocking at your door there. Don't think that I'm yeah, because there's work to do and there's work to do in God's kingdom, and God don't like what's going on. So 2025, He said there's gonna be a change. A change is gonna come. If I have to quote Sam Cooke, change is gonna come.
Right.
You know, so
Absolutely.
God said, build the army. I'm gonna build my army now, because you know. So that's what it's about. You know, God picks the time and place. In 2025, like I tell people, all you gotta do is sit back and watch. You know, I don't have no control over. As the old gospel song that my mom and them used to sing, I'm a soldier in the army, and in the army of the Lord. You know, and we got to fight, even though we have no right, but we got to hold up.
We got to carry the same battle.
Yes, sir. There you go. There you go. You took the words right out of my mouth. So once again, Billy Brown, it was an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege. And we'll be talking again.
Yeah. Okay. And God bless you and all of your listeners, and those that aren't listening, bless you all as well.
No, there you go. You go. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right. You're welcome. All right. So long.
Right. Yeah, well, there you have it, Billy, the one and only Ray Goodman and Brown. You heard it. I found love on a two-way street, and I'm not going to lose it on a lonely highway. It's been fun, but I got to run. You know how I do. This is a special broadcast. This broadcast is brought to you by the best of the 757 Community Talk Show, WVDM. And I just want you to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in and chiming in, and let you know that God don't make no mistakes, we do. And if you learn to love and be patient, God will open up doors that no man can shut. So like I tell you before, we got to do better in order for our future generation to do better. Once again, I want to say congratulations to Michael Vick, the head coach of Norfolk State University Spartans. I know you can get things done because I just saw a picture with you, Washington's quarterback, and the former Doug Williams. God don't make no mistakes. I call y'all the three wise men. You got the past, you got the present, and the Washington Commanders, and the future. God is already sending signs that He ain't tolerating His children being destroyed. To the next time we meet, to the next time we greet, remember to love yourself and put God first, and everything else will fall in place. It doesn't matter what others think about you. It only matters what you think about yourself. Remember, this is the future, and we must come together to protect them. Happy holidays. And as we get ready to wind up a new year, I'll see you again before the new year comes.